Welcome back to the 2013 C77 Design Awards. In case you haven't had the chance to catch any of our other announcements, I'm Sarah Spear, and I'm the Program Manager for the Design Awards program. We're live again from New York City, and we're here to announce our Writing and Commentary category winners and honorees today. So thanks for tuning in, and I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to our Writing and Commentary video. And although I am in fact live, this video unfortunately is not. But that's okay. We're still excited to announce everyone. So here we go with our Writing and Commentary announcement.
Hi, I'm Justin McGuirk, a writer and critic, and the jury captain of the Writing and Commentary category for the C77 Design Awards. I'm here live in London with one other member of my jury team.
That's me. Hi, I'm Sam Jacob. I'm a director of the architecture practice FAT and a writer and critic.
Two members of our jury couldn't be with us today. One of them is Beatrice Galilee, a curator who's in Lisbon curating the Lisbon Architecture Triennial. And the other is Matt Jones, an interaction designer who is formerly of Berg but has left us to go to Google and is now in New York. We wanted to tell you a little bit about our judging process before we get to the winners. We were really curious to see what kind of writing this competition would float to the surface. And what was interesting was how much design writing these days is focused on the intangible. There's been a shift from the object to the system, and even to the structure of everyday experiences. That, we think, is a symptom of how aware that we're becoming of design and its impact on our daily lives.
I think it's also clear from the entries we read that design has really exploded its traditional boundaries. But we also suspect that there's a kind of writing that's particularly prevalent in North America, where things like design thinking are taken far more seriously. And quite a few of the professional entries were about user experience or how to pitch ideas successfully. And to be frank, some of this stuff felt more like business writing than design writing, or especially design criticism.
Which leads us on to make a few points about form and tone. Obviously, blogging has been a powerful and liberating force in design writing. But because blogs are often more relaxed than formally published pieces, the conversational style can lead to long, rambling writing that demands a lot of patience from the reader and lacks the structure or narrative arc of tightly edited journalism or criticism.
We also tended not to take very seriously entries which were clearly byproducts of the conference circuit. And that's not to say that talks can't be brilliantly written, it's just that these ones weren't.
Another thing we noticed, and again this is perhaps a symptom of the American context, was a kind of NPR, that's National Public Radio for non-Americans, style of writing and delivery that is very accessible and very breezy, but not that conducive to trenchant critical writing. Weirdly, this was often countered by a sprinkling of academic theory.
So, what were we looking for? Basically, genuine investigations, ideally into unpredictable subjects. We wanted them to be engaging, to be serious without being academic, to be accessible without being trite. And we also wanted pieces with a real understanding of the narrative arc and how to pull the reader along to the end of the story.
So that's enough from us in terms of our thinking about the process. Let's get to the winners. So in the student category, we had lots of entries, and instead of picking a runner-up, which is what we were asked to do, we're going to name 4 notable entries so that we can draw attention to some qualities that the pieces had that we enjoyed. So in the notable category, we wanted to award a Best Opening to Caterina Francisca from the MFA Design Criticism program at the School of Visual Arts for a piece called Human Skin.
And in an inverse to that notable entry, we have the best last line by Matthew Messner from the University of Illinois Chicago for a piece called Critical Operations.
For the most consistent entries, but ultimately for a clear and professional profile called Umami for Emily Baltz, we wanted to mention Ann Keto.
And then lastly, for the most imaginative piece of writing, we wanted to note Darren Yeo from the National University of Singapore for a piece on luxury, which was half essay but half fiction.
But the winner in the student category was Florian Schmidt, a PhD student at the Royal College of Art, London, for a piece called For a Few Dollars More, Class Action Against Crowdsourcing, which was an in-depth, critical and engaging look at how crowdsourcing is often just a form of exploitation.
So onto the professional entries. We didn't pick any runners-up or notables in this category because we felt that some of the writing was actually pretty complacent, sometimes by people who were preaching to their own choirs, and that meant that not enough effort was made to engage with the audience or to engage with writing itself, or even to use writing as a way of extending thinking rather than a medium for getting a point across or for winning work.
However, in the professional category we had a clear winner, which is Jesse Le Cavalier for his piece The Restlessness of Objects, published in Cabinet magazine. This was a really engaging piece on logistics, which in a David Foster Wallace style manner took quite a nerdy, you would think boring topic and wove it into a fascinating piece with real pace. So those are the winners and the notables. That just leaves us to say thank you to everyone who entered and to congratulate again the winners and the honorary mentions. And finally to say it's goodbye from me.
And it's goodbye from him.
Goodbye.
Great. Congratulations to everyone that received a mention for the writing and commentary category. These pieces of writing are truly impressive. So be sure to check out the stories behind these projects on our gallery website at core77designawards.com.